All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Andor, Season 2, Episode 10. I'm so excited to see exactly what they show for the BBY. Are we talking a year? Are we talking, 2 months?
Yeah, we might get into the months category here.
Yep.
Time skips being what they are. I'm just very excited to see the continuation of the previous episode. There was a lot that was set up, and we now have, all the pieces for our rebellion to begin. And I'm really excited about that.
So happy.
Because we just hit the moment where it kind of feels like we almost had like a finale moment. But the show is still going.
Yep.
Cassian's story is not over.
Yet done. Neither is Luthen's,
because he's
breathing.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that still have their story to tell. Even on the Imperial side with Dedra.
We didn't get any Dedra in the previous episode, and I love that decision was made. It was fantastic, but that means I think we got to see some Dedra this episode.
Yeah, and I also could see us getting a lot of Imperial fleet stuff this episode as well. Just in general being what kinds of military actions does the Empire take now that this has happened?
Right. Oh, well, we don't want any more, people to get off of Gorman. We already put our spin on it. All right, just have the fleet bombard the planet into craters.
Yeah, and maybe this is just going to be something where we don't know, and we keep the story really personal with Cassian.
Yep.
Yeah, but there's still 3 episodes. You can do a whole arc with that.
Whole episode.
So let's see how this all ties into Rogue One.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. 1 year later.
All right.
Message coming in. No one here to receive it.
God, the nurse of steel you would need to have in a situation like this.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Let's move, y'all.
Promise me if it doesn't look perfect, you won't engage.
I think we used up all the perfect.
Yeah.
Wow. Starting the episode with, I think we used up all the perfect.
All right.
Well, that is being held.
Yeah, I think this episode
narratively.
is just the Luthen Clea Lonnie conclusion.
You came. You rang the big bell.
Yeah.
What do you got for me?
Ramiro contacted a friend of mine in Tactical last night.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Promises were made. I have my wife and my daughter tucked away for the moment, but I need you to tell me how you're going to get us out of Coruscant.
Tell me what you've done.
I have had Ramiro's code cert for a year now.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Went into her files,
I had a 2-hour window.
and you still don't know if she's coming after me or not.
I didn't have time. Because I found something more critical.
Yeah.
For 2 hours. Oh my god.
Something moon-shaped.
Where do we go?
It depends. That's fast and that's good.
Ooh, nice. I love that.
They're coming now.
Then there's no time to play games.
You need to tell me.
Hunting for what?
A weapon. Orson Krennic's been building a secret weapon for over a decade. Colonel Yularen wasn't even told until a month ago.
What kind of weapon?
Where will you take us?
That's a lot. He gave you details.
That's a shit ton.
Yavin.
What is that?
I don't even know what that is.
Yavin.
You're dead.
Tell me about the weapon.
He's told you that. He's gonna kill you as soon as it's done. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. Is that a little cat hound?
Yep.
Damn, Luthen. Ruthless.
No, I'm doing the comms.
No, you're not.
I'll be faster.
I'll do the burn. Please don't argue.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Go.
All right. Cool.
I love it. Information has been split.
Yep.
Either one of them can die now. Oh, we're literally burning. Nice.
Acid or something.
Is it just a genuine customer? That would be so funny.
That'd be terrifying.
Yep, there's the smile. No way!
Fantastic.
Yes!
Please join us.
Oh my god.
I've passed by here many times.
No way she's here by herself.
So calm here.
And that smell.
Moment. Only 2 pieces of questionable provenance in the gallery.
2 pieces. You 2. Yeah, yeah. That's genius. I love it.
All these pieces. Do you own them all yourself?
Most of it.
Yeah. Where's the money?
I may have something for you.
Oh,
Oh.
a cellar. Yeah.
A vintage Imperial Starpath unit.
Wow, this is personal.
A little damaged, perhaps.
The gun. on
Yeah,
full display.
right there.
Rebellion isn't here anymore. It's flown away. It's everywhere now.
Yeah. It's everywhere now.
Whole galaxy out there waiting to disgust you.
And if you didn't need to gloat,
You can't die.
your very need to gloat is what let this happen. He even showed you how he was gonna do it.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it. Go.
See, this is why you need the little tooth pill. Nice ship, though.
Yep. Very nice ship.
Okay.
Too late. The safe house is not safe.
Nope.
Yeah. Looks like they already hit it. Keep it together. Keep it together.
All that info is in your head now. Because the rebellion's actually fighting now.
Maybe.
So. Oh, is this Gorman?
Whoa. Backstory.
Okay. Your go bag.
Stop.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
So she's hiding back here, watching him.
Make it stop.
That's why we're getting this POV, yeah. Oh. Okay.
I love it. Quick and to the point.
The timeline of this has got to be like really tight with Revenge of the Sith then. She's then like really young. All right, Clay, it's all you.
Yep.
Right behind you.
The way we have such limited perspective because it's just Clea's memories of this
Yeah.
is such a cool way to keep us in the dark about
Yep.
all the details that would bog down the storytelling
Yeah.
and take too much time. So how does he go from that to being a wealthy art dealer?
Yeah, that is a very good question.
Because there's only 18 years between now and Revenge of the Sith, so
Right.
it couldn't have been more than like 15 years ago.
It could have been something where he was like, he came from money, but he like, you know, volunteered because he believed in, you know, what
Yeah,
he was doing or
I'm
something
excited
like
to
that.
see the way they explain it, but yeah. Oh, does she have to sneak in and kill him? That would be crazy, dude.
Oh my god.
That would be crazy.
No, that's too wild. You got to deliver the info.
Right, but after that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, if he dies, you have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It almost then looks like you're working
sure.
against the Empire, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, this is so scary.
Oh, oh shit. That's a bomb.
No. No, it's not.
Okay. Oh, all right. First, I thought that was a communicator.
As if we won't find out. It's probably some sense.
Yeah, who's the VIP that closed down? Oh, it's the wrong one.
That's terrifying.
How many random drop sites do they have like this?
Right.
No way. It's a medical outfit that...
Incredible. Yeah, she got
That
someone's
might not have been a
scrubs.
drop site. That might
Yeah.
have been just a hack-all device where it's just taking someone else's stuff.
Yeah, just so that she can get where she needs to go. Oh my god.
Well, you know what level?
Yeah. Dedra just gets shivved.
Oh, is that who I think it is? Is that Krennic?
I don't think so. I feel like it would make
No.
sense for him to.
Everything's under control.
That's a bold statement.
I expect to have him ready for interrogation.
No, Krennic is a cape. That's right.
Fine. Let's get this sorted.
And that also gives her the opportunity.
Yep. Perfect.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay. Back in the past.
Maybe? Yeah?
Well, they've been doing this thing with the color palette switching to, I think, show that
Right.
that they're in the past. Yeah.
Yeah, and this episode is just for these characters.
The browns and yellows versus the blues and the whites.
18's my max. Sold. But no smile.
Did bro literally just trade his way up to, like,
Maybe.
to Coruscant?
Am I your daughter now?
What is she useful?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to think about that.
We'll be whoever we have to. Won't always be up to us.
Yeah.
It won't always be up for us, or up to us. Yeah. Yeah. This is her father figure. This is.
You clean this up. Nice work.
Yep. Trading his way up.
How'd you know to bring it here?
I already collected.
The clothing's better too.
Yeah.
We're leaving.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Taya,
Yeah.
you're on your own.
Crap. Yeah. She's right in pocket stealing of blaster range. This is what she heard while in the ship, but she didn't see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She needed to see it. Oh!
Yep. Yeah, and this is so quickly after Revenge of the Sith.
That means we lose. And lose and lose and lose.
Yeah.
Until we're ready.
Over and over and over again.
Oh, now is how much you hate. You bank that, you hide that.
You bank that. Oh my god. Oh, man.
Yeah. Starting now.
No way. Just going up to like the service stairwell or what have you.
Yeah.
Like, just like the emergency escape. This feels so normal. Like
Right.
having stairs in a
Just in
Star
case the turbolift has an issue, you know?
Right.
Like, it makes sense, but it's also just so mundane.
You're gonna have to turn back. There's no access here.
I was sent for Dr. Nash.
This unit is closed. Let's go.
Right. Perfect.
Yeah, just to cover that she has a gun.
Right. This is not going to work.
They see you up here.
This is a whole level.
There's a lot of windows.
Yeah.
God, there's so many of them.
You have to get lucky every time. They have to just get lucky once.
Right.
Okay, what does this do?
Get rid of the comms.
You're not eating.
Oh, they're a little bit more bougie now.
Why are you doing this?
Because today it's real.
You promised.
I lie. Get used to it.
Oh, man.
Don't.
Oh, he just wanted to see if she would be willing to. Okay.
We made our choice.
Yep, we're fighting
right.
now.
Yep. Okay. And in a lot of ways, even these actions, it's not about what they do here. It's about helping to create a pattern of rebellion against the Empire.
Go,
You're not
go,
getting out of
go.
this.
God. Okay.
You gonna turn off the machine or are you gonna shoot him?
I mean,
that's cool.
Making it quick would be the kind thing to do. And the pain will probably be enough to wake him up. Or no. That's just it.
Yeah.
His heart was being... Go, you did your part.
Yep.
You did it. Oh my God.
You gotta run.
Go. You did it, man. You're never seeing that. You're never seeing that sunrise.
Right.
Damn.
And you got to go
We're
quietly.
getting an actual fade to black. Just
That's Lonnie and Luthen. And sort of Dedra.
Well, Dedra being arrested, I think, in a lot of ways just makes her inert.
Yeah.
But there's probably going to be a follow-up to that in the next episode.
Awesome.
Wow.
Just a quiet goodbye to a few characters.
Yes, a very, very quiet goodbye.
Right.
Everything's crashing down around the Axis project in more ways than one. From the Imperial side of things, from the Rebellion side of things. So yeah, there's not really much need for a juncture point in the middle to communicate between all of them if they're all going to start, uniting anyway. So
right.
Yeah, the Rebellion's no longer here.
Nope.
It's flown away.
Yeah.
I love that.
Nest.
I love that little detail of at the point that Dedra shows up. Like, Luthen can't really do anything else.
Nope.
Like, she's got him.
Yeah.
Her ego let her kind of talk to him rather than restraining him immediately. Because in a lot of ways, I could see her being a little bit worried about the situation of where he's got some kind of trap or what have you in place for a bunch of soldiers busting through.
Sure.
But that being said, that's the same reason as to why he was able to, basically kill himself in such a way. So
right, you bungled it pretty hard.
You bungled it really, really badly.
And I like to think that it's sort of a downstream consequence to Cyril being dead.
Sure.
Where it's just she's off her game, right? Like Azula's lost her cool.
Oh
right?
yes, this is I 100% agree. This is very Azula losing it coded. The part also of where she stole this part while the other ISB person was not even at work because of all the stuff that was going on. And also then ends up screwing it up in this way, I think is perfect comeuppance for whatever is going to be her actual punishment. If she just serves on a cell in, I don't know, a battle station somewhere, or if, I don't know, she just ends up being super demoted or what have you.
Right.
I honestly don't care about her.
Yep.
Just the impact of having this scene be catharsis for her character and to watch her just lose it all with having that classic Dedra just nose twitching sneer while she feels her powerlessness just
sort of close in.
Yeah, they're just closing in on her.
Yep.
It feels apropos.
That was great. Yeah, I love the way that they had Luthen go out this episode, the way they had Clea be there at the end, the way that they gave the backstory for the two of them that, quite frankly, I wasn't expecting.
No.
The
flashback backstories in Star Wars, that's not a storytelling mechanism that we typically use that much.
And because of how this show does such a wonderful job at setting the stage for the world at large and the ways that everyone is doing their own little bits of rebellion.
Right.
While Luthen's introduction was definitely extravagant.
Oh, absolutely.
I did not feel like I needed to know the story there, but yeah, sure. Let's get that for that extra bit of closure. And I gotta say, as far as if this is dictating the potential structure of this final arc of where this episode is just these characters that are in this little corner of the world or of the galaxy, we're resolving their story with this episode. And then maybe we, resolve more stories with the next episode.
I do think that the pattern is officially broken in that this one is not connected to any larger arc. But it is in that Clea got the info from Lonnie, from Luthen, or from Luthen to Lonnie and all that, which is then the stuff that's going to be the direct setup for everything Rogue One with regards to Scarif. And that's exciting. Because in that respect, then this is absolutely tied into the arc, but the actual contents of this episode's plot structure or primarily for their relationship.
Right.
Which is fun because when Dedra shows up and has the whole, like, you know, is any of it real? Like, asking him, like, you know, are you entirely fake all the way down?
Right.
Or was any of this something that you actually, like, that you have any value here? And he basically says, no, this is all beautiful. This is all wonderful. This is all the means that which took me here. The only thing fake in here is us two.
Right.
I loved the only two pieces of questionable provenance in the gallery. There's only two, you know. I love it so much because they know each other. They're both full of shit.
Yep.
And yet Luthen has come so far, and we've heard his monologues. You know, we know we know what he's willing to sacrifice, everything.
Yeah.
And yet getting to see it in such a simple, sad, lonely way. It hits emotionally. And then we get the backstory to add the context of they were a found family.
And the idea that this is in a lot of ways like his focus on hatred. I think that was really important because, you know, of Star Wars and light and dark and hatred is, you know, path to the dark side and everything. But if you think about it, this was his own, you know, revenge here, not even necessarily a thing of fighting for the freedom of others. I'm sure that's something that kept him going.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, it's I had to sit in that ship and listen to the men that I commanded going out and, you know,
butchering people. Yeah.
And I didn't feel like I could do anything to stop it.
Yeah, he was just middle management. He was a sergeant. There was another person of higher order there. So he had a unit.
Yep.
Specifically, the people that came and checked out and, you know, came over like, hey, are you okay?
Are you all right? Yeah. What's going on, you know? Yeah.
I also love the dehumanizing aspect of it in that he's just sergeant. Like, Luthen is not his real name.
No.
That name came later, basically, as a means to just hide.
Yep.
But him being a deserter or whatever he ends up being, it's not important. The idea is that moment of powerlessness and fear and hatred and just violence is emblazoned into his brain. And in a lot of ways, there's something that Dedra brought up of, like, you come back here and hide behind your wig. And she's kind of right. And we saw that the backstory made a point to that, was that his defining thing was how he couldn't face it.
Yes.
And then on the planet where they had the kids get gunned down, he couldn't face that either.
Right.
From the pragmatic standpoint, he doesn't want to be anywhere near things that are dangerous in any way. He doesn't have to be yet. Because, like he said, I don't have the ego surrounding the losing or what have you, because I've banked so much of this hatred in that.
And I will cash it out.
I will cash it out for a big explosive burning, you know, at some point later.
Right.
But no, Clea needed to face it.
Right.
She was haunted by that past moment because she wasn't there to see it. Like, she probably was stashed there by parents or by family or friends or what have you.
Or just ran and hid or whatever.
But
she doesn't fully know what happened out there, right?
Or she needs to see it because it fuels her hatred for the Empire.
Yeah. And so there we go. It's as simple as that. And I love that it's something where one of the big, like, practical questions I have whenever you have, like, some kind of crazy double agent or things like that, especially in, like, a well-established position like this, is how do you manage that on the practicality and the time and all that stuff, right? But the idea that it's something where for so long they didn't do much, right? And they were constantly hiding, and we had a critical moment a very long time ago, and then that kind of just consumed their whole lives. There isn't much of a double life, right? You know, it's all an act, right? Like, and so he somehow does all of this crazy stuff to get to the point where he has this, you know, antiques shop and the wealth and the and the everything, because that's actually just all there is, right? You know.
Yeah, he burned himself for this a long time ago.
Right.
because on some level he views that not as his choice.
Yeah.
There's the part where he talks to her about it needing to be her choice, and he made his choice at a point before this. Now, in a lot of ways, he talks about how that was something of a choice that he didn't know he could make until recently. So I think that there's a fun bit of nuance to discuss whether or not he views his response to the tragic event that took place when he was in the military or what have you as something that was his choice. His choice to, was that his choice to feel that way? Was that his choice to walk away?
Yeah.
Was that his just reacting in general as any just human would, or as his humanity would allow him?
Right.
Was it his choice to
even be in that situation in the first place?
To be in that situation in the first place,
It would have been his choice probably to join the military, but he definitely wouldn't have thought that it, would have taken him there, right?
Yeah, there's a fun bit of, I think, discussion that could be had long after this episode, talking about where Luthen's choices met basically the reactions in the moment because your own body and the way it responds overrides your conscious will. And there's something about the act of rebellion that is itself not clearly cut between those two things.
Sure.
Like it is not so divided, it is not so binary. And in some ways the difference is really just whether it's going to be a successful act of rebellion.
Right.
Because the reactionary one is just fighting back immediately in the moment or running away.
At best, okay, maybe you blow up some speeders, right?
Right.
And then you're gunned down. Right.
But the choice would be to not react, to let this stuff happen.
Right.
And I think that's been another darker part of Luthen, is that he's been responsible for not just so much death in that, yes, he's probably helped orchestrate the deaths of many Imperial troops, sympathizers or what have you.
Yep.
But he's probably also allowed so many others, like in a lot of ways Gorman, to die so that they can win. And that's been
similar to the whole situation with like the stealing the money from the Imperial cash and all that stuff, so that the Empire will clamp down harder. Yeah.
Right. And he's been doing that. That's been his playbook since the beginning. So the idea that we got to see the backstory of where that playbook kind of came to be could have been started from a place of, it's easy to call it cowardice, but I would just call it fear. It's the terror of having to face what is happening and running away.
Right.
Was what gave him the ability to then end up doing all this. And it's so counterintuitive to, like, I would say what we view to be like right and justified.
Sure.
The idea that by him leaving and running away, he's playing the long game,
Yeah, he's evaluating the situation, and while the kid's being, killed by firing squad, that's a very
that's evil.
It's absolutely evil. But that's a very binary situation of there's not really much you can do here. Right?
Well,
like even if you try and like do something, your odds of success are not great.
Well,
right?
Again, that's the part that I love so much about this, and why we could have discussion about this long haul, is that what do you define as not much you can do here or success?
Sure.
He could stop those kids from getting killed in the moment. They were probably armed at that moment. In just the most basic necessity. Now, were the odds very low that they could stop the kids from getting killed? Yes, probably. But it's the idea that the odds are also extremely low that he'd be able to take down an empire.
Right. Yeah, and once you go into that kind of weighing lives on a scale,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
Because then there'd also be the whole thing of, but this happened. This is retribution for the fact that someone killed a person of the Empire, right? And so, in a lot of ways, letting these kids be killed means that's, because for every soldier that I kill here, they'd probably kill 10 more civilians, right?
Well, yeah, but you can't make that thing at it from a moral standpoint. It's all strategic. It has nothing
100%.
It has nothing to do with morality, and that's the part that I find so interesting, is that, like, in a lot of ways, then none of this has ever been about right or wrong. None of this has been ever about like, again, it's about revenge. It's about the about the tactics. It's about winning. It's not about whether the means and the methods that I used to get there will be looked back on as like it was justified because the Empire eventually got taken down or what have you.
Sure, yeah.
It's
right. That is
it's a very fun, dark path to kind of go down and discuss.
Well,
I just find it really, really fascinating.
In a lot of ways, that's the same kind of justification that probably gets used, granted, in a manipulative way that skews the truth, I'm sure.
Sure.
But in order to justify a lot of the atrocities that are done, right?
Yeah.
Where it's the, these horrible things happened or whatever, or let's fearmonger and make people worried that these horrible things might happen. And so now we'll have to do this horrible thing in order to stop this other horrible thing, right? But then that goes back to the whole idea of revolution is not for the sane, right? They're effectively waging war here, right? And once you start waging war, things are all kinds of borked, right? Like, and then
yes, totally.
Yeah.
But there are people that do more evil or war than others.
Exactly.
You can absolutely rate the evil of war.
Yes.
And you
Cassian killing a person who was, getting nervous at the beginning of Rogue One versus, all right, now we'll genocide this entire
is genocide.
planet.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I love that's so fascinating about Luthen is that he's made that resolution within himself.
Right.
He is resolved. But the conflict this episode was, what is he doing to Clea? What is he doing to her by having her be the one to do this? So he doesn't let her detonate and kill the people there.
Right.
Is that a thing of where he's testing her mental faculties with regards to like how serious she is about doing this?
Absolutely.
Yes.
That is part of it. Yeah.
Yes, that's part of that. But he still makes a moral justification as to why he presses the button as opposed to hers. There's nothing tactically different about her doing that.
Right.
You could argue that maybe he weighs the potential emotional trauma of her thinking about how many lives that she's killed.
Sure.
And thus he's like, I need her to be more mentally healthy. So he's like, the less people that she has to kill, the better.
Sure.
And that means it's better for the winning
right.
strategy.
But it's the same kind of reason of why when Clea goes back to kill Luthen, she disconnects the life support. She doesn't just shoot him in the head. Right? Like, that is a decision that she made because that will make her feel better about herself in this situation, right? She
it probably feels more violent to
exactly.
shoot him in the head.
She wouldn't like.
I thought he would actually live a little bit longer than that.
I thought so too, yeah.
But no, he was literally having pumped air and probably his heart
right,
like, getting manually.
Yep.
Yeah.
But, it's one of those things of, but of course she's still going to kill him, right?
Yeah, there's never any question about that.
Right, it's and whether it's because, he's going to be tortured and I want to save him that suffering, or, oh my God, we're fucked if they pump him for information, right? Who's to say, right? Probably both,
Oh, it's definitely both.
right,
Yeah,
definitely
we don't know
both.
how much it's weighed which way.
Exactly, and that's something that is going to be, within the hearts of the characters, and we can guess as the actors put on their wonderful performance to portray that.
Wonderful
right?
performances. Clea's actress has also just been killing it this season, and I think there was just some kind of clear decision at some point of we need to upgrade Clea, from like a writing perspective. Like Clea did not do as much in season 1.
No,
like,
and the
she
thing
was
is,
a background character at best.
Right, and the thing is, I think she worked fantastically as the archetype that she is, right? Of the person that is helping the other person, and there's mystery regarding their whole organization, so who knows how it got started, and hey, we get the backstory here, but it's just there are people out there who all believe in the cause for their own different reasons, and so she's one of those people.
She's one of those people. But she was so directly involved with every step of Luthen's decision to start this that this isn't Luthen's thing that she's assisting. This is their thing that they're building together. And I love the idea that Luthen literally mercantile style traded up from his paperclip to $1 million in the most
it's almost
Star Wars
hilarious.
Way. It is almost hilarious.
Yeah.
But it's so powerful in that there were probably moments where he did dirty deals, where he did things
sure.
way more unethically than he was doing.
I'm sure a lot of the original starting things that he got was loot that he took in whatever war situation he was in.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's the oh cool, we're burning this place.
Or he maybe even sought battlefields and areas of conflict specifically to loot them.
Sure. Yeah, we don't know if he like left the military after that event or he just kept going and had this other thing on the side, right?
Or whatever the means was, it's something that shows again his desire to win at any cost.
Right.
And we can only speculate about the stuff in between. So
right.
Yeah, how do you feel about a backstory in Star Wars though, in such a flashback?
Yeah, it's interesting because I
think
this
it wasn't
episode,
the majority of the episode.
I'm glad it wasn't the majority of the episode. I think this episode works great. Coming off of the last 2 episodes of Andor, it definitely feels more like
was different.
I don't have the same kind of insanely strong positive response to it, but I think the episode's just like it totally works.
I think it's a great episode. I'm not talking about it from that sense. I'm talking about it from a Star Wars using flashbacks.
Yeah, it really doesn't usually do that.
No. Most flashbacks are.
We got some with
like Force visions and stuff.
Or like Cassian specifically, like.
Well,
and I guess maybe that wasn't done quite as much as flashbacks. I
don't think that was done actually as like flashbacks.
Certainly not in the same way. Because there was a frequency to this in the episode where instead of it being like we're having a large chunk of the episode that's now let's go into the history of this character and how they got to be here. Technically that's a flashback, but this was like the character's actively in the moment and then they get reminded about stuff and they think back to it.
Yeah. And that's where I get like more specific with it, because obviously you can jump around to different points in time in the story and not have it be a flashback. But I'm talking about it from exactly like you're saying, that we got actually her POV. We got the limited perspective memory of only the events that took place with regards to her.
Yeah.
Whereas we don't get actually a lot of Luthen's perspective here.
And I think that
we get none of his perspective.
I think that was a fantastic choice. I think that worked really well. The scene of her being in the in the little cubby, right, while Luthen's drinking and freaking out because of all the sounds he's hearing. I think that was an incredible choice where if you're going to have some kind of like backstory and stuff, you don't want to see all of the like connective details necessarily, right? In the same way that
knowing what planet they're on,
right,
and what time it
seeing
is.
Seeing Dedra show up and be like, I found you, it's you, and having the Starpath unit, we don't need to see all of the things that she did at ISB in order to confirm, yes, this is in fact Luthen, even though in the previous episode she did not necessarily have that information. Well, she wasn't in the previous episode, but like,
Well, no, I think that's the part where I think I figured it out, was that the gallery was compromised because of Mon Mothma. Mon Mothma frequented here. In fact, she frequented here. And they would have that. They would have that info because the driver specifically was sending them info constantly about where she is, what she's doing. Oh,
that's true. Yeah.
So if this was one of the places that she frequents,
it's just another place that gets.
Then they just hit all the places, and they're like, wait, this place has a very wealthy person that has access to power that goes to their building that could be used for long range transmissions or something.
Yeah, right.
And it's boom, that's access right there.
No, that is
the profile.
That is a good point. Yeah.
But yeah, Dedra.
Right.
We didn't need to have all the connective tissue.
Exactly.
Like you're saying.
It's believable that it happens. It's narratively fitting because we're getting towards the end. We knew that this was bound to happen eventually, and so having a thing like that where it's just, hey, a child's perspective, and that's what we get. And then the fact that they decided to like continue it with the point where he leaves her, and then she goes back and everything, and it's like, all right, now they're actually tight and in on this together. That like they hit all the beats that I think were
necessary.
Not even necessary, but that added something to the equation, right? Like once they hit all those beats, there's not really any more story to potentially tell, right?
Yeah.
But okay.
I'd read a graphic novel though about Luthen and Clea's journeys and adventures.
Oh sure.
I think Star Wars, if you want to make some money off the Andor fans, you could make that graphic novel. Yep. Put that in Tony Gilroy and Andy Gilroy, I forget if they're father and son or brothers or what have you. But yeah, have them do that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Also, just another thing, probably why they found him really quickly was he literally met with Lonnie, got the info. Lonnie's dead, and all it would take basically is for them to trace a guy that was on camera or what have you in this public area.
That is a great
point. Or
point.
to have just someone had already been watching Lonnie,
right?
And that's how they found out where he was and he was dead.
Well, and the fact that like the things that they've been doing, recently, right? The whole idea of like, if it's not perfect, it's like we're way past perfect, like we're just the fire is catching up to us, and we just do as much as we can before then. Like that's also a great way to just showcase that. Killing Lonnie there, we're that desperate,
Right.
But like, that gives us a lot of freedom in a lot of ways to have things happen that we wouldn't normally because we don't have to worry about subtlety.
Right. But y'all. Oh my God, let's go into the final 2 episodes.
Yep, and I will say, that discussion with Lonnie, that was fantastic as he's trying to bargain for his family, and we know, he said Yavin, no, you're dead. Like, your distrust of this man was spot on. So.
Yeah, but he gave him just enough.
Yep.
That he's like, all right, bye.
That's all I'm getting out of you. Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Burning all the bridges. Mm-hmm. And now his watch is ended.
That's right.
And I'm excited for Clea in the next episode. But
yes.
Also excited for Dedra. Yeah, let's see her crash and burn too. It's been a long time coming, but yep. I'm excited for just some classic rebellion, birth, empire freaking out, just everything going crazy. And y'all,
gonna be delightful.
Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You got an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about Star Wars in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.